It's also important to find people, not even people, one person. You know, for me it was Nick, who are like-minded, who are doing what you want to be doing with a similar energy and similar dedication, or more energy and more dedication than you have. Find people like that and just stay around them. Find a mentor. This is extremely important. This is one of the ones where I'm going to tell you it's important, to highlight the importance so that you're not tempted to click away and start beating off to porn. Find a mentor. This is what a college education should be. This is worth $250,000. This is worth 4 years of your life. This is absolutely everything that people say about college. A mentor is worth all that. Find somebody. Now, I don't know how you're going to get in with them, but if you manage to, you better goddamn keep your mouth shut. You better goddamn not be fat. You better goddamn, if you're tall, fucking sit down. Okay? This is where, to a mentor, yes, be charming, be charismatic, etc. Mostly be fucking furniture, be a fucking tool. You need to be that thing where when this guy is thinking to himself, this is bitch work, this is beneath me, this is stupid, this is something I should pay a stupid person to do on Elance or Upwork, you want to be the tool that he thinks of, okay? I have a toilet right here with a piece of shit that's stuck on so hard, I need to use a hammer to get it off. Who's my hammer? I'm already thinking of who my hammer is, okay? That's what you want to be. You want to be that hammer. I'm going to tack on one quick thing to that. Be the hammer, but be the hammer for increasingly complex, sophisticated problems, okay? So at first, you're the guy who's organizing cables. You're the guy who's filing things away, doing whatever, parking the car, all that shit. As this relationship goes on, you prove, more and more that you're able to handle things that require additional brain cells. And that's how the transference of skills happens. That is how you, over the years, slowly leach the skills and knowledge from this person into yourself, by taking it, a step up every once in a while, but starting small, starting with bitch work. But you don't want it to be a thing where you're the bitch work guy getting paid hourly. That's important, and that depends on the guy. That depends on the mentor. You don't want to have some fucking asshole who's going to use you. Basically, you got to be smart about that. Now, it's important that your mentor figure, that you know that this mentor is the type of guy who understands that it's a reciprocal relationship, and eventually he's going to view you more than a shit hammer. That's important. It's important that you find a mentor where you suspect that he's a good person who is going to reciprocate your loyalty with some sort of help in your advancement. This is probably hard to do in Hollywood, okay? If the person you're latching on to as a mentor appears to be a psycho or a cokehead or whatever, then this is probably not valuable. That being said, this is like the single, if it's applicable in your field, right? If you're doing I don't see where this wouldn't be applicable. Whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's being a tattoo artist or a fucking mechanic or whatever, find somebody who is elite, who is making money, who has their shit all figured out, and find a way without being slimy, without obviously trying to ingratiate yourself to this person, without sucking their dick. This is a big problem. Even vain, egotistical motherfuckers don't want to hear how great they are all the time. It's like obviously a ploy. I would say realistically, I think if I had a huge ego, I think I would have cracked by now. I don't think I have a huge ego. When people tell me how great I am, or how, especially when they want something out of it, when they want to work with me or whatever, it's really uncomfortable. I'm not going to say it makes me sick. It's very obvious what it is, though, and it's not flattering. It's not cool. It's not fun to hear. It's not something that makes me like trust this person. I don't trust people when they do that. Don't show up at a tattoo parlor and be like, "Hey, you're like God to me. Your work is like amazing. It's like changed my life. I need it. I need to be here." Like, that's unstable. Even if they mean it, because I know there's plenty of people who have said stuff like that to me and have meant it. And those people, when I've gotten entangled in some sort of work relationship with them, where I've let them do some sort of audio thing or whatever, it always goes south. Like that type of like emotionally charged, I need this for validation. You're the grand master. I need you to like look at me and think that I'm your son. Like, I need this. That type of thing is never good. You don't want to get it's instability, and people probably know that. Find a way to get in. Just be a face that's there. That's the guy that brought the donuts one time. That's the guy that offered to work here for free. That's the guy that asked to tag along. Just ask to tag along. Ask if you can come on a film shoot or whatever. Carry lights. I'll carry lights. Whatever. Just ask some shit like that. And we got on this thing because what I was saying, getting a skill and finding a purpose. If you can find somebody who's doing what you want to be doing, just make it so that you're gravitating towards that person and figure out a way to be useful towards them. Now, back to the mentor thing. If you find somebody who is elite, master level, has their shit together, is making money, is doing what you want to be doing and excelling at it, get in with that person. If you can get in with that person, latch on for dear life. Show up early to work. Leave late. Be focused. Don't get emotional. Don't get fucking backlash when there's criticism. If they tell you you're doing something wrong, don't fucking get all up in their face. Just do it better. But latch on for dear life. I just met up with today, a buddy of mine who is he's doing some very interesting computer type work, and his boss is an interesting computer guy who's making a lot of money, and he's very young. He's in his early 20s. Not the boss, the kid that I hung out with. And every time I see him, I just tell him, fucking latch on to that guy. Like, don't let him go anywhere. Show up early, leave late, do everything, be the fucking tool that's needed. Like, do that shit. And that is worth, if you can find somebody like that, and if you can successfully, without being a weirdo, without being a sycophant, without being clingy, without needing validation, if you can slide in with a guy like that, that is worth fucking 10 college educations. That's worth a master's degree. That is worth more than any other thing. That's worth more than any other thing. In terms of advice, in terms of business, in terms of whatever, that's the most valuable thing. If you can get into a mutually beneficial relationship with someone who has their shit together and is doing what you want to be doing, making money, and it's mutually beneficial and it's not weird and it's not fucked up, that is gold. That is worth fucking $1 million.